Yeah, buddy, what is up? Welcome back to Duct Tape Dynasty. I am indeed the Duct Tape Dude.
I'm the dude.
And we're back. We're live again. Man, it's been a while. It's almost 3 weeks, I think, since we had a show. A little under the weather there for a bit, but we're back. You know, it's a Saturday show, a little something special for you. Whatever. We tried to do it Thursday, was sick again. Tried to do it yesterday, was sick again. I mean, come on, whatever. We're here now, though, so it's a good time. We're glad you're here. Hey, do us a favor. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button for us, and I'll tell you why in just a second, even if you don't like the show. There's a good enough reason for it. But if you are a subscriber, if you do like what you see, hit that like button as well. Helps us out, does the algorithm stuff. You get it. Anyway, here's the reason you might want to hit the subscribe button, even if you don't like what you see, because at the end of this season, during our Super Bowl show, we will be giving away a signed by a Super Bowl I champion, a Green Bay Packers, Marv Fleming signed, JSA authenticated jersey. So literally signed by a Super Bowl I champion, a piece of history. You can have it just for subscribing to this silly little show called Duct Tape Dynasty. So anyway, that's a good enough reason. I want the dang thing. Anyway, it's in a box down there, but it's Christmas time. There's too many boxes around here. I don't want to lose it. So anyway, we're glad you're here. We're excited. You hear me say we, but you only see me. So let's bring on today's guest host extraordinaire. You see him all the time. He's back again. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ag Man. How are you, sir? And we've got our Merry Christmas background going. So Merry Christmas,
it's cool.
Kinda.
We're finally here. Merry early Christmas, because who knows if we'll have a show before that.
Yeah, good Lord. Man, yeah. It's been a while. The last show we had was actually you were in town, dude. So
I was.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Right back there.
Yeah.
I can see where I was sitting.
Yeah, right back. What, over there? Yeah. So
yeah.
Anyway, we're back. You're there though, and I'm here. But
yep.
You know, the kid shows up tomorrow. So
Landon's coming back.
Yeah.
Good.
Old DTD studio will be Landon's Roomio. So I don't know where I'm gonna do the next show from. But,
because someone that I know and you know took over Landon's room.
Yeah.
So, hi Mom.
Yeah, she's out there somewhere. So anyway, yeah. How is the week, man? I know it's a little better now because yesterday there was a key win that happened, right?
Yes, there was.
Who won?
Indeed. Montana State. The Bobcats.
Yes, 2
Let's
games
go.
away from glory. So
2 games away from glory, but 1 game at a time. We got to figure out who we're playing next week.
Yeah, if you didn't see during the intro there was a gentleman on the show with Agman and I at one point. I can't remember where in the countdown it is, but that was one of the coaches for the Montana State Bobcats. We did DTD on the road from Bozeman, Montana
That was
a year ago. A year ago. It was 24. It was November of 24, right? Yeah, because November 25... we were here.
Oh, no, yeah, that was right. November 25. I was at
November 25 just happened. Just happened.
Yeah, I watched Cat Grizz from my house. I was at Cat Grizz. Oh, yeah, it was just last year. Because I was at Cat Grizz and so were you. Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway.
We know time here.
Yeah. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, so that was one of the coaches from the Montana State Bobcats. He was, at the time, the safeties coach. Now he's like the assistant coach, right, Jody Owens?
He's like assistant head or was, and he's also linebackers, which is the position he played. So that's the cool part.
Assistant to the regional manager. So
yes, pretty much.
No, anyway, that was one of the coolest.
Regional managers, Brent Vegan. That's okay.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, Montana State in the headlines I saw making national headlines for a player supposedly taking a swing at the coach. It wasn't really a swing, but
it wasn't a swing. Like it got
didn't look
blown
good
up more than it was, but it still didn't look all that great.
No, it was not one of the finer moments that's ever happened out there, but
No,
whatever. We
not.
made national news, so no. What do they say? Like any media is good media,
like all news is
something
good
like
news
that.
type
Sure,
stuff.
whatever. You get it. But man, it's almost Christmas time. We're just a couple weeks away, which is why we said Landon is showing up. We might have to do an F1 show while he's here. Maybe
That
get that
would be great, because I know my in-house co-host, which would be a third co-host for you, second co-host for you, is much more of an F1 girl than a football girl. So
yeah, and
she wants to talk about season, especially now that it's over.
And you know, we have some things on that. Even though this is an NFL show, we have some of that stuff today. So let me just hold off on that for now. and we'll get into some football stuff and see where it takes us. Like I said, we'll get back to F1 in just a second. So, first item of business, other than saying, hey, how are you, which we already did, and watching the snowfall. I'm so excited about this cool background.
It's an awesome background. The worst part is it's giving me like flashbacks to yesterday because it snowed nonstop yesterday. We got 5 inches of snow, like all fluff. Like we're single digits and snowy cold this weekend, and then it's going to get to like 50 or 45 the next few days. So it's just going to melt and be a mess.
Yep. So it's cold here, but yeah, no snow. It's Oklahoma. So anyway, one thing that, we all love this time of year. Christmas is always great for many a reason. And anytime cold weather snow happens, it's fantastic. But one of the things that comes out this year about this time, every year, excuse me, I said this year, but every year about around this time is a guy that goes by Graphic God on Instagram.
This guy's cool. I've seen his stuff.
Yeah, he does some, I guess you'd say, alternate uniforms, whatever they're concept uniforms. There we go. That's the better
there we go. I like that idea.
Yeah. So anyway, here they are. Here's a few of them that he came up with this year. And I love them, man. I'm a graphics guy. I like all the graphics and stuff. And so,
they're cool.
So yeah, what do you think about these, man? The Chargers finally made the list this year. They're
they
there
did.
with a little
the
ice
powder
bolt.
Blue
Yeah.
got stayed. Like, they're, I don't really like Myles Garrett's Browns one.
Yeah, the old gingerbread Myles Garrett is not too cool.
The gingerbread brown, I don't like that. But the one that is kind of cool, Jackson Dart with the Giants is cool.
Yeah,
because it looks like an ugly sweater. But the one I really like is actually George Kittle in the Niners, and then even the Cardinals one behind them. I like those two a lot.
I really like the helmet on the Cardinals there.
With the Santa hat on the, that's cool.
I think it's a good move.
Sweet.
You know how like every year for the Rose Bowl, the college teams, implement some sort of rose in their helmet and do a special design. Now, granted, this is a little extreme, but it would be pretty cool to do something like that. Put a Santa hat on a Cardinal. Cool. You don't want to get too gimmicky with the NFL though, so we'll take what we can get. We're getting some pretty cool uniforms, of which, I think we'll see something on that in a little bit. The one I like, actually, the most of these, I'm going to say, and it's kind of a mild change, is actually the Bears. I like that whiteout uniform with the silver bear on it. And
I think they should, honestly, we've talked about this before. We've done the uniform thing. We've had Sergio on 3 years running now talking about it. Honestly, I think to go to our point of having a whiteout and a blackout and all of that stuff and everything, we know how, we've talked that 1,000 times. People know by now. If they did a white uniform, all white for the Bears, it's the polar bear uniform. You already have a naming opportunity.
It's perfect. Yes, the polar bear. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah, and they already play in snow, so do it.
Yeah, it just to hit the point home again. We believe we've named it a few different things. I think the lunar eclipse is the latest kind of thing we came up with.
Settled on, yeah.
But the idea being every team should kind of do a blackout uniform and a whiteout uniform where they they change the color of the helmet, everything like you'd have with the Bears there. And I just think, man, it's an opportunity for the NFL to let the home team season ticket holders vote on when the team wears that uniform, So now they've got buy-in on it, and it's, I think it would just be so cool to have. So maybe someday they're getting into the alternate uniforms, like we said with Nike and their rivalry uniforms.
We had a double alternate uniform game yesterday, so
yep. The 2 days
Thursday.
ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. So yeah, the Bucks and the
Falcons wore throwbacks, and hey, I liked what I saw.
Yeah,
it looked good.
And those Bucks throwbacks are awesome. I love that every year. I wouldn't want them to go to it all the time, but I do like seeing it show up every once in a while. So. But speaking of uniforms that will happen, and this is it's about as close as we can get to what we're saying with the lunar eclipse. A Christmas game that is being played, and they have announced the uniforms for, includes your Minnesota Vikings and their winter whiteout. Is that what they call it?
Right
What
there.
are they? Yeah. Justin Jefferson.
The
Winter Warrior.
Winter Warrior?
Something like that.
Winter Warrior is this one, I think.
Yeah. So this, that uniform is an absolute home run that they did. And now they're bringing it up against the Lions are playing in their
The Motor City Muscle from the Lions, their
dude.
blackout.
I mean, how sick does that look? And it's a special game. So this is the opportunity, it's a Christmas game. It's just like on Thanksgiving, they
And
they
don't let
typically
the
wear.
colors fool you guys. Minnesota's the home team in this situation.
Yep. So
They're the home team. They're going to paint the field, or at least the end zone's white. They're going to white out the logo in the middle. You'll still have a green field. They're not going to go that nuts. But God, imagine if they did. They're going to have,
that would be sick.
the white end zones, the white logo. They're going to have like specialty white T-shirts for like on the seats for everybody to
imagine
have.
what that field would look like if it was all white and then purple lines. I know that's
I
way
think it would hurt
gimmicky.
my eyes, honestly. Like, it would probably not look good.
It's way
I
gimmicky.
think it would
but
go too much.
It might look cool. I mean, think of how cool an NFL field looks covered in snow. It's basically the same thing.
That's fair. I guess that's fair.
Yeah, I think it would look cool. But yeah, the amount of paint they have to put down, that would be insane.
You'd step out there and go, who the...
Oh, yeah, I know. The players would be high as kites. They'd have to paint it 3 weeks in advance. So anyway, but yeah, that's a uniform matchup. Even if you don't care about the teams or the game, that's worth watching just because, wow, those are pretty uniforms, man. Those are good looking unis. So, but those are two teams to watch as well. So one of them's yours, and obviously the Lions have experienced a resurgence. Good. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited. So it's going to be a good looking game out there. Yeah, let's see. So what else do we have today? So, okay. Whew, I'm running myself out of breath. We were discussing before the show, about, this year, Dave and I and Braden and Landon and Aiden, we got out to the Circuit of the Americas, known as COTA, for the Formula One race. And man alive, it was so cool.
Austin, Texas, man.
It was so freaking cool. And I was explaining to the ag man here, and I've said it on the show before, but man, when we're obviously big F1 fans, Drive to Survive product, absolutely hooked on it. And I mean, I'm diehard now for F1. I love it. I'm a Piastri fan. I'm a Carlos Sainz fan. I love Max Verstappen as well. We have the same birthday, so whatever.
Max fan over here.
Yeah, I got my McLaren stuff. I got cars on the wall. It's ridiculous. I got the helmets back there. You've seen it. But I was explaining how, man, it was so cool. We were at turn 11 and, you could hear the cars start like from the pits, which is on the complete opposite side of the track. And, I mean, we had gotten there hours and hours and hours early. We had sat there for hours and hours and hours. And man, practice one, when you heard those cars start up, you could hear them in the pits. And then you hear them start coming through the track, and then all of a sudden you hear, you can't see them yet. They haven't come over the hill, but you hear, boom, 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 boom. Here comes George Russell around the corner.
So cool.
Just right at you, man. It was, Dave and I looked at each other and we're like, dang near crying, man. I mean, how stupid, but it's just so cool to finally be there and be part of it. And anyway, huge F1 fans. And the season finished up last weekend, so a week ago. And
last week,
yeah, and not my boy's Oscar Piastri, but Lando Norris brought home the Drivers' Championship. So this is
and he didn't even win the race. My guy did.
I know. Max won the last 3 races of the season, finished 2 points back from the World Championship. Unbelievable. But
that's still one heck of a season. Like, you can't even get mad about that.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, but Kimi Antonelli went and found him after the race and was like, I'm so sorry. Because in Qatar,
Kimi let him through the week before in Qatar.
Yeah, like 6 points difference or something like that. I can't remember, but whatever. But Max was like, dude, don't worry about it. He's come so far compared to what he was so long ago. So anyway, yeah, Lando Norris won the World Drivers' Championship. So this is a, you know, whatever. It's just a reason to put F1 cars out there. And you're like, but wait a second, this is F1 show? No, this is an NFL show. But hey, what's up? It's Walbert. Walbert is in the comments. New things to come in F1 this next year. Yes.
We got to get him to a race too.
Wally,
that'd be sweet. You got to get us to a race. Me and him.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Let's go to COTA this year. Come on, Walbert. Man alive. It was so fun. So fun. Just an unbelievable weekend. So, Wally, come on out. Bring your checkbook, though. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
They're not sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. I don't know if you want.
I know.
To
Let's yeah, whatever. Let's get a sponsorship going out there. Maybe get us some
Napa
hot laps
Cadillac F1. Let's do it.
Sure. Anyway, so yeah, Lando Norris won the thing. And you're like, why is F1 on an NFL show? Well, here's why, because F1 now is actually
they're going to take over the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, kind of. The Cadillac Formula One team, which will be new on the grid next year, you know, Ferrari, for instance, everybody knows the name Ferrari, right? They should be like the premier, you know, you would think that their advertising is on point, that they absolutely suck at advertising. They think their name's going to carry them everywhere, and it hasn't been. But Cadillac, new to F1 this year in 2026, they appear to get it because when are they going to announce the look of their car? They're going to announce it during the freaking Super Bowl, man. Good move, Cadillac Formula One team. So
you know there's going to be millions of eyes on that car.
I mean, dude. Yes.
Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. Yes. So fantastic. I will be eagerly watching the commercials, mainly so that I could see that, you know, even though it'll be available.
I'm going to be so mad if I miss it. Like, I have to watch it. And it's on NBC this year. The Super Bowl's on NBC. I have that streaming platform. I should be able to catch it.
So it's not on Fox, so it won't be Tom Brady. Thank God.
Nope. It'll be NBC. It's going to be Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
Oh,
crap.
Let's hope that Patrick Mahomes
that's the kind of thing we like to see out of Patrick Mahomes. Look at that car.
God, I know. Jeez. Anyway, Mahomes doesn't look like he's going to be in it. So besides.
No, hey, that's great for us.
Yeah, so who knows? Anyway, I'm excited for it. Bring on F1, bring it back. I can't wait to get it back. And dude, somehow, some way, we've got to get to COTA. Like,
because you know who's going to be back out there that we can get signatures from, even though he was at COTA this year?
Danny Rick.
But the like, how do I want to say it?
Just say it. Who?
I was going to say the unofficial adopted American Valtteri Bottas. Is on the grid.
Yes. In fact, I put a thing out there. So Valtteri, if you don't know where that came from, I put, if anybody doesn't know, out on Instagram, which we have links to it at the end of the show, I put a reel or a story or whatever out there, basically trying to pimp Valtteri for a helmet swap, right? Like, it ain't gonna happen.
That'd be so cool.
It ain't gonna happen. But, you know, if you don't shoot your shot, then it guaranteed isn't gonna happen. So I figured, why not?
Right.
But Valtteri, the reason I picked him, he's actually... Everybody in Finland, it's kind of like Israel, they have to serve in the military. And so he served for 6 months in the military in Finland. And so I was like, let me see if I can use that military tie. Because, you know, I was a military guy once upon a time. And so I threw some F-15 videos and some F1 videos together and put it out there. We'll see. Highly doubt anything will come of it.
You sure he's not your favorite driver starting next season?
Dude, I will pull for Valtteri all the way. He is so cool. Oh, yeah. He is so cool.
He's such a cool guy. Dude.
So he is the mullet master. He is, if you don't know who he is, just look up Valtteri Bottas. He's a Finnish F1 driver.
So awesome.
He's so cool. Dude's rolling with a mullet. Like, he's pristine, man. He is good people. Anyway, yeah, that'd be cool, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, so we should probably get to the show, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we probably should go back to football, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is. We'll have an F1 show while Landon's here. next week. Why not? Or the week after.
Hey, that works for us.
So cool. All right, let's start it with the honor roll, shall we? So granted,
sure,
we've already had a game this week, but these are from 2 weeks ago now. So
yeah, whatever.
First man up on the honor roll actually made the honor roll once before for an abysmal performance, but then we ended up canceling the show, so it didn't make it on the interwebs. But he's back, and this time for legitimate reasons. Shhhhhh Sanders, 23 of 42, 364 yards. His stupid celebrate. The guy's a gomer, but whatever. He threw 2 tutties and he rushed for another. Only good enough for a 97.7 rating out there, but whatever. I'll give him his just desserts. The Shhhhh Sanders, absolutely on a roll. Tool. Anyway, who's next up on the Price is Right
next
here?
up is Joe Burrow. He's finally back from being injured for Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, 25 of 36, 284 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's slinging it. Every single time he's on the field, he's doing really well. And we're in the Christmas season, so, good old Cincinnati Kevin McAllister there with 106.7
Oh, that's a great
rating.
call.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like Macaulay Culkin.
He does. He does. I mean, that's just yeah. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. But Joe, you are on a roll, sir.
Absolutely. And actually somebody who's not on this honor roll may be on the roll for next week. Played yesterday. Old Kirk Cousins, former Minnesota dude. Boy, he was slinging the pill out there.
I have Vikings jerseys of him in this closet.
Yeah, he was slinging the pill out there, man. He did good. You'll probably see him next week. But for this week, the next two, Tony Pollard out there. How about 25 carries, 167 on the ground? Couple of tutties, including a 65-yard long Tony Pollard on a roll. And lastly, go for it.
And our last guy, looking very similar stats as far as yards and touchdowns. We got Puka Nacua for the LA Rams, 7 receptions for over 160 yards. So you do the math. That's really good. 2 scores and a 32-yard long for Mr. Nacua. You, sir, are on a roll there in LA.
So, yes, absolutely. There you go. There's our honor roll players from week 14. At the end of the show, we will announce the winner. Now, the way we typically do this, and there are no rules here, so who knows what will happen this week, but we typically put these out on Instagram, and you all get to vote on who the player of the week is, the honor roll player of the week, and we announce it at the end of the show. We will announce who the winner is at the end of the show. However, it did not make Instagram this week. That's my fault. Sorry about it.
There's a couple weeks this season it hasn't done that. We've just both gotten really busy, and right when we think we're going to be fine, the next thing shows up.
Yeah,
so, you got to give us grace, but we have a great viewership, so I know we're fine.
Yeah, we're having fun. This is just for fun anyway. So let's talk about it the week that was, although this week has already begun. There you go. There's the results of them. You see the scores scrolling by on the bottom. Really, the results were split for us, and we'll see that in a little bit when we look at the standings. But I don't know.
2 for 3 on my flyer picks.
Yeah,
though.
there was the Flyers kind of worked out this week. You had the Pittsburgh Steelers winning against Baltimore. Only Dave picked that. What we got? Dave and Dan picking. What was it? The
Titans over Cleveland.
Yeah, over Cleveland. You had myself taking the Jaguars against the Colts. Dude, I tell you what.
I don't know. As soon as I remembered that, I should have done it.
Every year,
with you.
They cannot win in Jacksonville. I don't know how. And I felt so stupid making that pick, but I was like, every year they do it, and it worked out. So there you go.
Yeah, I should have went with you on that one. That was dumb. I should have went with you.
And then the Texans beating the Chiefs, like we said earlier. Chiefs are not what they were. And then the Chargers beating up the other Super Bowl contender, the Super Bowl champions.
I picked that one because the Eagles have dropped very easy games the last 3 weeks running. They have dropped games that they should easily win, and the Chargers are a pretty solid team. So this was one where I'm like, they're going to do it again. The Eagles are going to drop games they should win.
So, okay, if you were to pick now, in week 15 of the season, who's going to win the Super Bowl? I mean, it's just out there, isn't it?
Honestly, based on record and performance, I would not be at all shocked if we have a repeat of like 2015 or whatever it was, and it's Seattle-Denver.
Yeah, I was going to say Denver could be in it. Who would they play? Seattle. Geez, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Seattle's doing great. The Rams are doing awesome.
Yep.
I mean, hell, the Bears are doing good, as much as I hate to say that.
That's like, insane. Yeah,
it's wide open this year. And if I was really, sitting down every week with a pencil and really figuring this out like I would have a couple years ago,
yep,
I probably would have much better information for this. So I'm definitely taking a step back on my NFL analytics this season compared to like season 2 and 3 of our show.
Well, you've got your name on the trophy now. Well, kind of.
I'm still waiting on it. I'm still waiting for my name to go on that trophy, Dave.
Yeah, there's only 3 that can be on it. None of us are, but it's myself, Bo,
right.
and
yeah,
you.
We have 2 name plaques that are actually made, and I got a picture of the package of it ready like 2 months ago. It's still not sent. Like, yeah, I'm half tempted to not send this to our next year's winner because it probably won't be me at this rate until I get my name on it. Like,
anyway, yes, there is a trophy, believe it or not, for this. So let's see how the standings stacked up. That is not the mouse. There we go. So yeah, we basically almost all had the same record this week, even with all the split picks.
The one game difference. What was the one game that was the difference?
Well, I mean, it was different for everybody. Like, we picked all over the place, but it all ended up everybody at 8-6, except for you and Dano at 7-7. I mean, even the lean was at 8-6. So,
yeah, I don't even know what to say on that one. Like, we all, I guess, if we all suck together, but we're still above 500. So
yeah, 500 or above, we'll take it. Our first year out there, we had a 72.83% accuracy rate. We are not there right now, I'll tell you that.
No. I'm pretty sure I finished last year with a 71, so I was below what we had. So we're still at our 72.8 is still our benchmark.
Yeah. So anyway, what you're seeing there, that's obviously the week standings on the left. Now that line graph on the right, you're like, what the crap is that? That is the overall throughout the week. That's where everybody... where they were, where they are. If you just follow it along, that every dot is a new week, and the colors correspond to the pictures down below. So if you're looking, well, let's look at the pink one. So that's Robbie. Robbie started on top, and now he's you make your way through it, and looks like he's down around 3rd. So let's see where he actually stacks up. Oh, now I see why. I was like, he's not 3rd though. So,
the lean is on there.
The lean is on there. So the red one is the lean, and that is whatever. If you don't know what the lean is, just keep watching and you'll figure it out. There's 7 of us, and so we can never pick evenly. You can never have 4 and 4, for instance, picking each team. So we lean one way or the other every week. It's never a perfect split. So the overall lean is 138 and 69. I'm at 137 and 70.
You're 1 game back. It's just a 1 game back all the way through the podium.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've got
that
me
can easily still be changed.
Robbie, because the lean can't win. That's just the overall for the group. So Robbie's in 2nd, and then you're game back of him there with the blue. And then Riz, right up there. She's bounced herself right up in the midfield. And then a couple games back from there, a few, I guess. You got Dan making his climb.
She's on a pretty comfortable 4th place, honestly. And based on our consistency of picks, she could stay there for most of the season. Unless, the only thing I could see is I screw up so bad I fall.
Well, she's only a couple games back of you, so it's not far to go. It doesn't take long for it to happen. So anyway, there you go. So there's the standings. There's kind of how it plays out throughout the year. And we'll keep it going, see how we finish out. We've got a few weeks left, and we play it all the way through the Super Bowl. And really, even in the Super Bowl, it's anybody's game because we don't just pick the game. We also pick the coin flip.
There's 3 picks at the Super Bowl.
And the over-under. And so last year, through 280-something total picks, it came down to 1 game. You won it by 1 game.
I had the overall win, but even if we would have tied, I think I still would have had the tiebreaker.
Well,
it was
because
that close.
Were you perfect week? Were you one of those with Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was me and Dan.
Yeah, you were the only ones who have ever had a perfect week. Dave kind of did, but it was the DeMar Hamlin game, and so we put an asterisk next to that. Yeah, anyway, he didn't have a perfect week because that game never ended up happening. So
it ended like 5 minutes in.
Yep. So, but anyway, yeah, last year, after 200 and some picks, 7 people picking, it came down to yourself in first place by 1 game. Second and third, I was tied for second or third, however you want to look at it.
You and Sierra.
Yeah, which is unbelievable. I mean, you think about 200 and some odd game, 280 something picks, and it came down to 1 game difference between the top 3 people. It's like, geez,
wild,
unbelievable. So anyway, let's see how this week looks. 1 game has already been played, and we only have 1 winner from that game because old Dano, Mr. Anti-Baker Mayfield, the guy cannot stand Baker Mayfield because Dan, who has a white check mark there, is a Texas Tech grad. And as we know from, if you're a football fan at all, Baker Mayfield was at Texas Tech and then said, shove it. We'll see you later when they didn't give him his scholarship, went to OU, won a Heisman, all that stuff. So Dan has, I don't know, hatred. Would you say hatred for Baker?
It's very palpable hatred. Like
He refuses.
Very much so.
Refuses. Oh, there your mom said hi, son. So she's in the comments now. She has returned. So there you go. Hi, Mom.
I already did. We're good. Hi, Mom.
You missed it, Katie. I'm sorry about it. But Dan, he's the only one that picked against Baker Mayfield, and sure enough, he got it this week.
And he's the only winner, and there's a few flyers that could upset things, but if it goes with the majority the rest of the week and not a flyer pick, because we have a few, Dan's our outright winner of the week, if that's the case.
Yeah, we shall see a lot of football left to be played. There's no
a couple
buys.
Flyers here and there.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Yep. So I decided, and I mean, bold strategy, Cotton, myself sitting there on top of the leaderboard, on top of the leaderboard, I went with and partially because my name's already on the trophy, right? So what do I have to lose, right? So I went with a strategy. We'll see if it works out. We'll see if it works out.
I gotta figure out what the heck this strategy is, because you went for New Orleans.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. You went for Kansas City. I could see that against your team, but then you have an asterisk on the Baltimore-Cincinnati game, and that should be pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's and actually there should have been an asterisk as well on the Atlanta and Bucks game, but I missed that one. So
your strategy didn't work so far.
Right. So, but we'll see, because the asterisk means something. And I'm not going to say what the strategy was.
Are you gonna
go? What do you think it is?
Right.
What do you think it is?
Are you going to say this is my show, my rules? You put an asterisk on 3 games and you're going to flip the result for points anyway?
No. And I'm not cheating. This is not a cheat strategy, but we'll see if it works out.
I got to figure this out.
There's some of them that we'll see. We'll see.
It's not obvious. At least to me, it's not obvious.
We'll see. And I don't know. I might have to, I've got to figure out how long I'm going to go with this strategy, because it could be a timeline thing as well. So tune in next week. We'll see if I reveal what the strategy is. But the 3 asterisks there, those mean something. And like I said, I'll explain that next week, but I don't want to say it now. So there should be a 4th one next to the game that's already been played. So tomorrow we started off Washington, New York. Who cares? Boy, if the Eagles lose to the Raiders, that's abysmal.
They shouldn't, but you never know.
The Bears should beat the Browns, but that's one of those, I think that could go either way. I mean, honestly.
It could. Honestly, you never know.
Now, let's talk
Cleveland
about it,
has
though.
already come out and beat some of the NFC North, so you just don't know.
So the first asterisk game we got there, Baltimore and Cincinnati, I am with Baltimore.
As am I.
Yep. And we got Dan and Blake down there with the Bengals. Joe Burrow was just on the Players of the Week. Why do we think he's not going to win?
Because he's rumored to go to Minnesota now, which is not a place to be this year, I guess. I don't know.
Speaking of that, speaking of quarterbacks and going to different places, we had, the quarterback world was shook up earlier this year with one of my old guys, Philip Rivers.
Grandpa Rivers, old man Rivers is going back to Indianapolis.
What is that,
for like
man?
3 games. For like 3 games.
Yeah, I mean,
he and Daniel Jones they're both wearing 17.
Just whatever. I don't know what that is. You know, he's whatever. And there's so many people.
That's an Indianapolis move, though, too. Like, honestly,
it's such an indie move.
Your entire QB room is out. Daniel Jones with his leg or whatever. The rookie behind him with something else. Anthony Richardson with his eye. Like, that is such an indie thing to do, is to have your whole room just be out.
I wonder if it's like, was this okay, so Jim Irsay, obviously, rest in peace, he's gone.
It's his daughter now.
It's his daughter, Carly Irsay, and boy, she is all in on it. I mean, she is.
It's been honestly impressive to watch.
I love it. I'm all for it. Go girl, go get it. But she is totally invested. She's got a headset on during the game. She's taking notes. She's not Jerry Jones. She's not doing a Jerry Jones, but she is just a sponge right now, just taking it all in. I wonder if they didn't go, you know what, Carly? All right, here's a list of 4 quarterbacks that we think we should take. What do you think? And I wonder if this wasn't a Carly Irsay. And I'm not saying it because it's a bad pick.
Right.
We don't know. Because, I mean, they have a different coach than when he was there. So the playbook's got to be different. I mean, there's got to be some similarities.
Last QB before Daniel Jones that was like really good for them.
Yeah, the last long tenure, well, not long tenured with
he was only there for a
Indy,
year, I thought.
But I mean, long tenured in the NFL, had a long career, probably a Hall of Famer. I mean, granted,
was he there before Matt Ryan got there?
I think it went Matt Ryan, then Philip Rivers. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't.
No, I think it was Wentz, Rivers, then
That's
Ryan.
right. They had Wentz. That's right. I think you're right.
That was when Frank Reich was the coach. I only know that because I watched that Hard Knocks. Yes. I actually was able to watch that one.
Yep. So anyway, we'll see. I mean, there's some logic there. They don't, with that kind of money, and I'm not saying that they're paying Philip Rivers a ton of money. The money that's involved in the NFL, specifically to win in the NFL, is astronomical. It's not like they're just out screwing around. There's a reason why they put Philip Rivers in there. I just wonder if Carly Irsay had something to do with it. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll never find out. But yeah, it is what it is. So the Bills and the New England Patriots. Now, this was just on the TV out here because obviously college, there's not a lot going on right now. We already kind of had championship week, right? So
right. The bowl season begins today, but it really doesn't kick off until next week.
Yeah.
Like there's only 2 games today.
These are the lame games. This is a lame game stretch, right?
Like, did College Game Day even happen today?
Yeah, they were in OU, I think. I think they were down in OU. But OU wasn't playing. I don't know. Maybe they're coming next week to OU. I don't know. I've been putting crap together because I got to get this place ready for my kid to show up tomorrow. But the Bills and Patriots, last time they played, which wasn't all that long ago, the Patriots won it via a field goal at the end, right? So the Bills, I asked you earlier who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Bills were kind of not a unanimous pick for all of us in the beginning of the year, but they were a pretty heavy favorite. Of course, Kansas City was in there as well, and boy, is that falling apart. But the Bills haven't turned out to be as great either. So I want the Bills to at least make the Super Bowl. Josh Allen, I just love the kid.
He deserves it, and especially, I don't know if you saw this, if you've been online, I know you've been working and whatnot. He's going to be a dad now.
No, I did not see that.
he's an expecting father now. Josh Allen is.
Smokes.
So
holy smokes.
yeah, he's got to like. I want it for him. Granted, I picked New England because they've been on a roll this year as a whole, and I could, come out looking like a fool or like a genius for that pick. Who knows?
Well, I mean, I was all alone with the Jags, and that worked out. So, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, Drake Mays, he's still front runner out there with.
I think he's up there.
MVP.
Still.
I mean, who else is out there?
Jonathan Taylor for the Colts.
Okay, that's a good one. Daniel Jones was in the conversation. Baker was in the conversation for a while, but I don't think he would beat Drake May right now. Hurts, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, then the obvious ones like Mahomes, no. Joe Burrow, no. Lamar, no.
Bo Nix, maybe.
Maybe. The Denver has just. I've been waiting for them to fall apart, and it just won't happen. What is going on? Is Denver legit? I mean, I asked you, and you said Denver possibly in the Super Bowl. I mean, how long does this go?
Keep doing it. Like, as much as this might pain you to say it or hear me say it, because you're a Chargers guy. Like, honestly, I have become more of a fan of Denver watching their success this year out of nowhere. Because like they're just fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan just because of the fact that. Yeah, they're in the division, and I'm a Chargers fan, whatever. I'm a football fan, okay? So, yeah,
right.
But I don't mind seeing them win. But, there's not a lot that Denver – I'm not a Bo Nix fan. Granted, I'm sure he's great. I'm not a Sean Payton fan. He's fine. I don't have anything against him.
They have Alex Singleton. That's why I'm paying attention.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just – and then you put Denver's uniform out there, and I'm like, God, I mean, that was – by the way, speaking of uniforms, we mentioned it at the beginning of the show. We were talking about uniforms. We do a uniform review every year with Sergio. Next year, I don't know if you've seen it. I'm sure you have. There are 6 teams that have put in for new uniforms for next year. They've put in for new uniform, like uniform change. Like, remember when the Patriots had the old Patriot on their helmet? Like, that was a change, that kind of change, like a rebrand kind of thing, like Washington.
Oh, it's going to be so good next year. It's going to be so good next year.
Yeah, so, it should be awesome. I'm excited to see it.
Who are those teams? Did we hear who those teams were?
Yes, I've seen it. I don't know offhand which teams but I need to look that up. I need to look it up. So make a note somewhere if you got a pen and paper handy. Or something. So
I'll make a note.
Well, I'll say a team that I know it's not going to be is Dallas because they never change anything. Let's see.
Green Bay, they never change.
Yeah, they won't change.
KC won't change.
No, I mean there's some old. God, the Browns. They should put in for one. But yeah,
What would they do though?
Yeah, put Elfie or whatever that crap is back on the helmet. That was so stupid.
No, that's so dumb.
That was so stupid.
No.
So, you know what? I think the Seahawks put in to do a rebrand. I think that was one of them, which kind of surprised me.
Honest to God, I hope that they do their rivalries look as a primary.
What's their...
Because I like their rivalries look. They haven't played it this year yet. They're going to wait. But they have like a teal, like blue to green, like not translucent, but like wherever your light is and what you're looking at, their helmet could look blue
iridescent or it could kind
look
of
green.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of fades, but they have like a cool, I think it's cool. I would think I was the only one that actually liked the Seahawks rivalries when we were talking with Sergio. But they have like a cool wing feather pattern. So if you think kind of Oregon Duckish.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's for the Seahawks, but it's like a gray jersey. So if they did a blue one with like the green wing, I think it'd be really cool. I like their look for what it is. I hope they stick with it. And I thought I saw something. I mean, they're playing the Colts this week, so it doesn't make sense to wear their rivalry uniform against the Colts, but I thought I saw them practicing with that iridescent, like, blue-green helmet on.
I gotta look that up. I don't even remember it. The one I most recently saw, and I don't know if they played last week with it or if they're going to play this week with it, is the Jets, their Gotham City uniform. Was that last week? Because it had to have been last week because it showed them all in their uniforms coming out on the field. And
yeah, because the Jets are their
today.
rivals. So the Jets are rivals within division. So it was definitely, it was last week.
Okay. So anyway, it is what it is. But shoot, what else is there to talk about out there? Kansas City. I mean, we got a bunch of division games going on. Like we had the Bills and the Patriots. We've got the Chargers and Chiefs. We've got, I mean, you've got all those. Look at all those. Anyway, we're getting into that
Blake
part of
or
the
Robbie that made the Green Bay Flyer.
Looks like that's Robbie. Yeah, Robbie Homer. He went with the Homer pick. Not a bad pick. I mean, Green Bay is not
Denver,
terrible.
Though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, Denver seems like the safe pick because they are absolutely on a roll, and it's at home. I mean, everything points to Denver, which is why everybody except for Robbie. Robbie, for those who don't know, is a Green Bay fan, so that's kind of a Homer pick. So, yeah, you being a Vikings fan hate the Green Bay Packers. Fortunately, you can't win that jersey.
Yeah.
I hate to see what would happen.
I'm taking myself out of it.
No, we can't. We can't win it.
I want to ask you why you picked the Saints, but you already have a strategy and you won't reveal what it is.
That was the hardest one. I'm like, oh, I can't believe.
We proved Robbie. Like, see that also. We're proving Dan right this year because the Panthers have won 7 games.
Yeah, I mean,
he said they were going to win 6.
You know, we got to get Dan back on the show, man. He's our analytics queen out there with his little queen's hat on there, the Flyer Queen hat, the crown. Him and Robbie have the lead for the most Flyers that worked in a week. I think they each got 3 right in a single week, so that's why they have crowns on their domes there. Plus, Robbie just looks fantastic with a crown on. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. That's the games to be. Whatever. Let's not keep harping on it. We've been going for a while, and I got more I got to do out of here. So, any other games you want to talk about before we announce our winner of the Honor Roll Player of the Week and finish this show up and get the heck out of here?
I don't have any really games that stuck out to me. I think we can just move on to Honor Roll and go from there.
All right. Well, if you've been around the show at all, you've heard me say there are no rules here. And so our Honor Roll Player of the Week wasn't even one of the players of the week from the Honor Roll because I didn't even post it on Instagram. So you had actually submitted this guy.
I did.
For Honor Roll Player of the Week, and yeah, I just figured let's do it this way. And so I'll give it to you. I normally announce the winner, so I'm giving it to you. There you go. There's your guy. Tell us what he did, who he is, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I picked him because this isn't stats you see all the time. I saw it on Instagram. I watched it. I'm like, this is really good. Nick Emanwari for the Seattle Seahawks is a special teams nightmare. For these guys, he got 5 tackles. He blocked a field goal. He got a tackle for loss. That was like a huge 6-yard loss or something like that. He got a sack on the QB and he got an interception. When do you see one player do all of this?
Not in one a bad game, dude.
Dude, you sir, Honor Roll champion. I know we didn't talk about you before. I know this came out of left field, but hey, we've even nominated refs before.
Yep, we've had a referee that's won.
This is absolutely an Honor Roll performance because all the other ones, they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Right. This is above and beyond.
We've seen the QBs do this. We've seen awesome weeks. You don't see this defensive stat that often.
No. And by the way, any of us out there, yourselves included, who are watching, feel free to send us your Honor Roll nominees for any week, anytime. I see all the comments, so you can go to an old video and post it. It'll give me a notification, whatever. You can find us on Instagram, send us stuff there, whatever, be a part of the show. It's supposed to be an interactive show. I know there's not a lot of interaction right now because it's on the weekend and I get it. People doing things. But if you're wondering how you can find us and give us comments or whatever, get involved in the show, here you go. Take a screenshot of this screen here. This is our socials page. And just go back to this in your camera roll, hold your finger on any one of those QR codes, and it'll pop up the link for those sites. So obviously the YouTube one goes to YouTube, Instagram goes to Instagram, TikTok, etc. But the bottom one there is yours. You've got your own special one there. So why don't you tell folks what that one is? That's an Instagram account, but Go ahead.
Yes, it is an Instagram account. It's a Duct Tape Dynasty affiliate. So it's DTD.BigSkyCountry, because I'm up here in Montana. It's known as the Big Sky Country. So we just decided to go with the theme. I've been trying to get better at it. I'm kind of lacking this year, but getting stuff out for NFL, Formula One, Montana State, all that stuff, especially now that we're getting to the end of those seasons and we'll have some time. The NFL is going to be over in a couple months. F1 is over. The college football is going to be over in about a month. So, we're going to have some more time to build some more content and get it out there for you guys. So just keep your eyes open. We're going to be working on some stuff here in the next few months, but go give it a follow if you haven't already.
Yep. Yeah. And a lot of, like I said, we're an interactive show. So like we've taken this show on the road before. And we're always looking for people to interact with. So hit us up if you want to be part of the show. Absolutely.
If you know a page that you think we would get along well with, share those recommendations with us too. I mean, we found stuff through TikTok and Instagram. I happen to know people. That's how we found some other stuff. Like, if you know of anyone that you think would be cool for us to talk to, send them our way, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah,
we've on that note, we've actually, one of the first shows we did with a guest that isn't affiliated with this show specifically was a Formula One show, and it was an international one. We had a couple guys over in England that joined us, and good friends. We keep in touch, and in fact, Terry runs Coffee Corner Motorsport out of it's on Instagram, all these things, but he might come out to Coda next year and join us at the house. And
that would be awesome.
Yeah, and he'll bring his dad as well, so that'd be pretty sweet. So
that'd be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be all right. So anyway, and like I said, we take the show on the road. We didn't do one from Coda last year, but now that we've got the feel for it, we probably will next year, and hopefully you're there as well. Wally, get on out to come to Coda, man. Let's do it. I know we FaceTimed you during the race. Man, golly, that was such a good time. So, that's it. That's the show. Let's see. Let me get to the credit slide. There it is. So with that, man, let's just get the heck out of here. Get the rest of the weekend started. I hope everybody has a good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Like I said, seriously, hit us up.
Happy holidays, guys. Yeah, we're in December.
Merry freaking Christmas, man. Like, it's here.
Absolutely.
So. All right. Anyway, let's get the heck out of here. Enjoy the football. We love you all. You're the absolute best. Take care of yourselves. And, hey, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya.